Hello, everybody. I have a super cute little project to talk about today. Can't wait to get started. We're just going to give it a few seconds here to get a couple more people on board. Grab that cup of coffee and come running from the kitchen into the little room where we can watch our little screens and our computers and get started with education. Hi, everybody. I'm Kathryn from the Sewing Studio at Lady Lake and the Sewing Studio Fabric Superstore. Welcome aboard. Okay, so I was visiting a friend in Detroit and she had a towel embroidered with what I thought was the cutest saying. And I thought, okay, I have to show people how they can do this with their Embrilliance Essentials software. So the saying that she had on her towel was coffee. A warm and delicious alternative to hating everybody every morning forever. And I just thought that was so funny. So I'd like to show you guys how you can create your own version of this. And by having each line have its own flair and its own flavor, it just gives it a little bit of extra something to make it a little bit more special. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let me close that. All right, so you're going to start by opening up your Brilliance Essentials. I have my caps lock on so that when I type, everything will be in capitals. So you'll start by going to this big blue letter A in the top right-hand corner, and you're going to select that. And when you select that, it auto-populates with A, B, C. So in the right-hand side in your text box, you're just going to click in there and activate that area. Once you've done that, you can delete A, B, C and you can type in coffee. And then you're going to select enter. So by giving each line its own flavor, each line is its own singular item. So then you'll click on the letter A, and that gives you another set of letters for your second line. And this is a warm and delicious. And that's all you can put on that line. So you'll hit enter. And once you've done that, you've got your second line of text. You'll select on the letter A for your third line of text. Delete your ABC, alternative, and then enter. And now you've got your third line of text, etc. Okay, so I finished typing it out already just to help save time here on our little 5-minute Friday. Okay, so coffee, a warm and delicious alternative to hating everybody every morning forever. Okay, so I'm going to start with coffee. So when you've got your first line of text selected, over on the right-hand side, you've got a little font style box here, and it auto defaults to block. So from there, over on the right-hand side, you have a little black down arrow. And when you click on that, it opens up all the fonts that you have access to. Now, one of the reasons why I love Embrilliance is because you are able to import keyboardable fonts, which means you just drop it in and type out what you want instead of importing letter by letter. So all of these fonts that have needles by them, see over here, if there's little needle, 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 these are all fonts that I've just dropped right into my program so I can take access to them. Okay, so I need to pick a font style that I like for the word coffee. And the one I chose for that is actually called Roman, and it's one of the free fonts that come with the program. I just like the way it looks. It's nice and clean. So once I've selected that style of font, coffee isn't filling my space. So Embrilliance has this feature right here. When you click on it, all it's going to do is fit to hoop. So when I click on that, now coffee is just as wide as it needs to be to fill my 6x10 hoop. So there I've got coffee with my font style that I want and fitting my hoop. So now I'm going to select my second line of text. Once I'm on my second line of text, I'm going to come back over here to my font style and pick a new style. On this one, I'm going to try and go down to these tiny fonts that I like, tiny font 1. So when I choose that, I can see, first of all, it's extending beyond my hoop, so I need to click on Fit to Hoop. And then I'm going to also make it a little bit taller. So there, I've got it where it's a little bit taller, it's got a little bit more impact. and I've selected it where it's right there below my word coffee and moved it up into place. Okay, third line, alternative to. Another one of the really cute fonts that's built in that I really like is Bauhaus. It's rounded and happy and clean, and I just really like it. So there I've chosen Bauhaus, but it's too big. So again, up here, I click on this button and it fits it to the hoop. I'm gonna make that a little bit taller. There we go. Okay, so alternative to, and I've slid it up into place. Okay, let's go to hating. Hating, I like this word is very strong. It's a strong word. So Stitchtopia has a font called Spooky, and I'm going to do that so that it's got a kind of spooky angular edge to it. But of course, it's a little bit too big. So fit to hoop, and there it is, right exactly in place, and I can just slide it up to where it's right under my fourth line now. Okay, so once you've got every line like that, you just keep on going, selecting your line and picking your font, fitting it to hoop, and sliding it into place like this. So here I have every single line of text situated for myself. At this point, I like to also colorize my design so that when I hit my machine, I grab the right color. And if I'm going to have each line be its own font style, why not have each line be its own separate color? So I've chosen brown already for coffee, obviously. So a warm and delicious. So on a warm and delicious, now that I've selected that second line, here we have our properties. And instead of being on our letter properties, I'm actually going to select color. And from color, Embrilliance lets you choose your preferred brand of thread. I like the Brother Embroidery thread palette because it's only like 100 colors or something. So it's not like you're scrolling through your colors forever to pick something. So there I've selected my little color swatch and I can just scroll up or down. Let's do rich gold. So now warm and delicious is a rich gold. Let's select alternative two. I'm not going to do purples. I'm going to choose nice warm fall coffee colors. So alternative two, I'm going to select my preferred brand and it's going to switch from Madeira over to that Brother Embroidery palette. It's a nice, clean, easy palette to use. And instead of rich gold, let's do maybe cream brown. No, fresh green. No, green coffee doesn't work. Russet brown. We'll do russet brown for that one. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit and I'll slide up so you can see. Each line now has its own little colorway. Hating is black. I'm going to leave it at black. And then you would just keep on going through your whole entire process. Okay, so let me hold this up one more time so you can see my little printout. Coffee, a warm and delicious alternative to hating everybody every morning forever. So you can pick your own font styles, you can pick your own colors, and you can stitch it on a towel, and it makes a really fun, happy gift. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. You know, if you like this video, I sure would appreciate it. You can share it with your friends. You can visit us on our 2 Facebook pages, either the Sewing Studio Fabric Superstore or the Sewing Studio at Lady Lake. And we also have a YouTube channel, education, inspiration, and fun for everybody. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.